And just like that...
Mr Speaker, I move that the Paiora Disestablishment of Māori Health Authority...
This is just reminding you, in case you've forgotten, this is just the health minister, you know, helping getting rid of something that's taken eons to put in place to help Māori health. As Māori GP health minister, he's the one that's just doing that.
The amendment bill.
The axing of the Māori Health Authority begins.
I am ashamed to be in this House debating this bill.
Anui taku riri ki tēnei kāwanatanga.
It was set up after a landmark inquiry exposed major inequities faced by Māori in every health indicator it measured. Now a bill to get rid of it is being pushed through under urgency just 2 days out from an urgent Waitangi Tribunal hearing opposing the move.
It's like, okay, you've got your Maori court, but we're going to just ignore it.
The timing of the bill, a devastating blow for those behind the legal challenge.
Just about every cancer, we die twice as much, if not 3 times as much. And yet here we are again, being plonked right back where we started, back into a system that really doesn't work for Māori.
Their hearing this Thursday will likely no longer go ahead because the tribunal can't investigate bills that are before the House.
I think it's actually disrespectful to the tribunal process.
Yeah, so pretty ugly. Pretty ugly that someone, I can't remember his name, but there's a guy who worked for Trump, Miller was his surname. He looked like a vampire.
Oh, Stephen Miller. Yeah,
Stephen Miller.
Like
and every time a revolting, disgusting, albeit clever, cynical piece of legislation, it was always tied back to him. I just don't know who was the person who was smart enough to figure this out and evil enough to put it through. That if we do this, boss, then they can't challenge. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's cynical. It's so cynical that they know that the Waitangi Tribunal can't look at it if it's currently in front of Parliament.
Yeah,
there's no other reason to ram this through.
And look,
and this is the government that criticised Labor for using urgency, and I have problems with urgency a lot of the time when people use it. Like it's meant to be for stuff that's urgent, right? This isn't. They're trying to hit an arbitrary mark of these are the things that we decided that we were going to do in the first 100 days.
Yep.
Which is a bullshit metric that has just become more prevalent. Like I think it's an American thing as well. It's like, I'm in the first 100 days, I'm going to do this. Fuck off. No, I don't want you to do it quick. I want you to do it right. And by putting something through under urgency, you remove a big chunk of our democratic process. Even more so in this example, because there's a challenge from it from the Treaty of Waitangi.
Yeah, I think the thing about that you're so right in is they're holding. This is only they're doing this for 2 reasons. One, so they can cancel the Māori Health Authority and not have a ruling come against them by the treaty, the Waitangi Tribunal. Sorry, but they're also doing this purely because of that 100-day. And look, there's no journalist out there who's gone, what? Why do you care? Wouldn't you rather get it right than hit some arbitrary number that might? I mean, basically what you're saying is that thing that you criticised Labor for under urgency, you guys are using just because someone's made a bumper sticker that says you have to hit it by the 100 days. What if you're wrong? Wouldn't it be better to kind of take a bit of time and figure this out properly rather than, and isn't it weird how, again, all those things about Māori that you're changing are in the first 100 days, but lots of other ones aren't. Isn't that really weird how the shop front that you've set up for this term is take away from Māori, take away from Māori, take away from Māori, take away from Māori, all in the first 100 days. It's kind of weird. What, don't you think it's a bit weird?
We're just working our way through the 49 actions that we need to complete by March the 8th. That's what's going on.
You don't need to.
Need to complete, yeah, want to. Want to complete because we made a stupid promise, and if we don't, Labor will say we didn't do it. That's actually the only downside, is that Labor and the Greens will poke fun of you. So rather than being poked fun of in the House, you're fucking it up for tens, if not hundreds of thousands of New Zealanders. So you're worried about getting a bit of shtick from the other side of the House more than the decisions you're making today under urgency, which could root hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of lives. You're a fucking moron.